Sonia Gandhi being questioned for nearly 3 hours by the Enforcement Directorate today, the first day of her appearance before the probe agency in an alleged money laundering case linked to the National Herald newspaper. She's been called for another round of questioning on Monday. But there were protests as the Congress took to the streets across the country. As many as 75 Congress MPs, including Leader of the Opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge, were detained by the Delhi police for holding demonstrations.
Sonia Gandhi going into the Enforcement Directorate office in Delhi at around noon and questioned for nearly 3 hours on her alleged role in the National Herald money laundering case. Accompanying her to the ED office, Rahul Gandhi and PRIYANKA Gandhi, who were allowed to stay inside the ED office since she was carrying Sonia Gandhi's medicines, etc.
Sonia Gandhi was questioned by KULDEEP Singh, the Assistant Director of the Enforcement Directorate, who is also the investigating officer of this case. Sources say Sonia Gandhi was grilled over the shareholding pattern in both the Young Indian Limited and also the Associated Journal Limited. Also, very importantly, the common directorship in both these companies. Though the questioning of day one was over within 2 or 30 minutes, sources say she has been further summoned for further questioning on Monday.
While the questioning continued, Congress protests intensified across the country. Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Lucknow, Patna, Jammu, Bangalore, Guwahati and Trivandrum. The protests started inside and outside Parliament, with placards being shown and slogans being shouted.
कांग्रेस के सांसद संसद भवन परिसर में एक मार्च निकाल रहे हैं। इससे पहले लोकसभा और राज्यसभा दोनों में विपक्षी सांसदों ने हंगामा किया है।
Congress leaders were also detained after a protest in North Delhi. A protester dragged on the ground by the police in Guwahati.
Agencies of the government of India are being used to intimidate the opposition and especially the Congress party.
In Chandigarh and Delhi, water cannons were used on protesters. A car set on fire in Bengaluru.
About 11 people have been detained and they are being examined, and the car that has been burnt also has been seized.
A train stopped in Delhi. The rage continued through the day.
There are over 2,000 people, supporters of the Congress, who have gathered here against the centre.
With the rest of the country, Congress leaders and supporters are also protesting vehemently. Police forces have barricaded the entry of the Congress Bhavan in Guwahati.
The BJP attacked the Congress on the protest, while the Congress accused the BJP of misusing central agencies.
कांग्रेस पार्टी तो परिवार की जेबी संस्था हो चुकी है। उनके नेता भी जेब में हैं। अब कांग्रेस पार्टी की संपत्ति भी परिवार के जेब में लाई जा रही है। यही ये मामला है।
गांधी परिवार और कांग्रेस पार्टी की तासीर समझने में नरेंद्र मोदी और अमित शाह को कई जन्म लेने पड़ जाएंगे। हम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे। हम डर के घर बैठने वालों में से नहीं हैं। अगर आपको कोई शक है तो जाइए अंग्रेजों से पूछ लीजिए।
With Sunil Prabhu and Arvind Gunasekhar, Usama Shah for NDTV.